Welcome to another edition of The Explainer. So today we're taking something that a lot of people think of as, well, a pretty dry and dusty subject, foundational grammar, and we're looking at it through a completely different lens. We aren't going to treat these concepts like boring rules you just have to memorize. Instead, we're going to treat them as literal superpowers for clear, effective, and just absolutely captivating communication.
So, I gotta ask, do you actually remember your grammar superpowers? We're starting with a bit of a nostalgic hook today. Are you smarter than a fourth grader when it comes to the building blocks of the English language? Whether you're a seasoned writer or honestly just looking for a fun little refresher, this explainer is going to put those skills to the test. All right, let's just dive right into the action.
We're kicking things off with Lesson 1, which I like to call the power of description. Now, by definition, an adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun. A person, place, animal, or thing. Think of adjectives as the high-definition color grading of your sentences. Without them, the world is just, well, black and white.
It's wild how quickly these simple words can change our perception. A cat is just an animal, right? But a fluffy cat instantly paints this cozy, tangible picture in your mind. We've got the bright sun, a delicious apple, and hey, even numbers act as describing words, like 3 birds. These words literally bring instant life and specificity to our nouns.
Okay, let's put this into practice right now. I want you to actively participate in our first training task. So grab a mental pencil, because you need to spot and circle the describing words in these upcoming sentences. You ready?
Here's your first mini narrative. The energetic puppy chased a tiny yellow butterfly. Take a quick second. Just scan the words. Where are the adjectives hiding in this little scene? Let's see how you did. Boom. We've got energetic, tiny, and yellow. Look at how those 3 specific words completely transform a standard sentence into a dynamic, colorful movie playing right in your head. It's not just any puppy, it's an energetic one. It's not just a bug, it's a tiny yellow butterfly. That is the superpower of description right there.
Let's try another one. This is the 4th sentence from our training sheet. A brave knight rode a magnificent white horse. I'll give you a brief moment. Can you spot the 3 adjectives here?
And here are the answers. Brave, magnificent, and white. Notice how magnificent and white stack together to give that horse a truly epic presence. If you got those right, huge congratulations! You have officially mastered the first grammar superpower.
Moving right along to Lesson 2, let's see how we can build out this communication toolkit even further. This one is all about the power of intent. It's absolutely crucial because it's about understanding the core purpose behind the sentences we speak and write every single day.
We basically have 4 options to choose from here. First, the statement, or declarative sentence, which simply tells a fact or idea and ends with a nice simple period. Then you have a question, the interrogative, which asks something and gets a question mark. A command, or imperative, tells someone to do something. And finally, the exclamation, or exclamatory sentence. That one shows strong emotion or surprise, earning that powerful exclamation point. So now that we've established the rules, let's kick off our second interactive game. Your task is to mentally lock in the correct sentence type for the examples I'm about to show you. Let's see if you can identify the intent.
Here's your first challenge. Where did you leave your backpack? Think about what this sentence is actively doing, and definitely take a close look at the punctuation right at the very end.
If you guessed question or interrogative, you hit the nail right on the head. That question mark is your absolute dead giveaway that information is being requested. Awesome job! Let's move straight to the next one.
Please wash your hands before eating dinner. Now there's no question mark here, and it doesn't really feel like an exclamation of surprise. What kind of sentence explicitly tells someone to perform an action?
Yep, this brilliantly illustrates our command, or imperative sentence. And honestly, I'm sure this brings back some nostalgic familiarity of our parents giving this exact instruction right before mealtime. The crucial takeaway here is that understanding these 4 types lets you control the exact intent and tone of your writing.
We are just flying through these. Let's go ahead and activate our final superpower, the power of placement. We're diving into Lesson 3, which covers prepositions, otherwise known as position words.
So, a preposition is a word that tells us where or when something is happening. If adjectives are the vibrant colors of your sentence, prepositions are the GPS coordinates on your sentence's map. They literally tell us exactly how things relate to one another in time and space.
Check out these everyday examples. Under the bed, behind the tree, and in the box. These brilliantly show us the where, the exact physical location. But wait, don't forget the when. After lunch is also a prepositional phrase, showing us the position of an event in time.
All right, it is time for your final training task. You need to read the sentence and pinpoint the prepositions. Let's test your mastery of these position words.
Here's a fun mini adventure story for you. The treasure chest is hidden under the soft sand. I'll give you a second. Which word is acting as our geographical coordinate in this one?
Did you spot it? The word is under. It perfectly pinpoints the location of the chest relative to the sand. Without that specific word, hey, the treasure is lost forever.
Okay, here's the ultimate test to wrap things up. We walked across the wooden bridge near the river. Look really closely at this one. I'll give you a little hint. There might actually be more than one preposition hiding in this sentence. Can you find both of them?
And the answers are across and near. Across tells us the direction of the walking, and near tells us the location of the bridge relative to the river. If you caught both of those, honestly give yourself a huge round of applause. You have successfully completed your Grade 4 Grammar Superpower training. So, we've covered a ton of ground today. You've mastered adjectives to paint those vivid mental pictures, you've conquered the 4 sentence types to perfectly command your intent, and you've utilized prepositions to map out exactly where and when things happen. I really want to leave you with this provocative thought. These aren't just dry rules for a school worksheet. They are powerful tools. How will you intentionally use your grammar superpowers today to make your emails, your everyday conversations, and your stories absolutely captivating? Thanks so much for learning with me on The Explainer.